Hey, everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable, the podcast. It is Saturday, August 23rd. Listen, song of the day. Let's just watch it. What goes on? And it's an oldie, but goodie. Another 80s song for you. You know I was Jesse's girl. Da, 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 da. That's my neck, which is Rick Springfield. Happy birthday, Rick Springfield. This is his signature song, the song he's probably known the best for. Rick Springfield is 76 years old today. And he still looks great. He looks great. In shape, still playing concerts everywhere. I think he's been doing acoustic stuff with my buddy Richard Marks, and he's been doing part of the 80s shoot too. Now, you know how he had the 60 shows, Happy Together, 70 shows. Everybody's getting older, right? So you're going to start to see more and more 80s shows where you're going to have like 3 or 4 artists get together, or bands, and they're going to have, that's how the show's going to be. They're each going to do 5 songs a piece. And you come back at the end of the show together, and that's going to be your show. Yeah? Which is okay. You know, I just want these guys. Look at the Who. The Who, they can't sing anymore. The one guy's 83 and one guy's 81. And some people in their 80s can still sing, but the Who can't. In fact, they canceled their concert in Philadelphia this week because somebody in the band was sick. Now people get sick. It doesn't matter how old. But I'm just saying, sometimes it comes to a point where you just gotta hang her up, you know? And you don't tarnish the memory of the great times. Well, and luckily we have YouTube now. We can go and we can bring anything up and watch an artist when they're in their prime. We can put on a CD or listen to them. No, so take it easy, you know. These guys who are playing until the 90s, they don't have to do that. They can just relax, retire, enjoy their time off, right? They don't have to be on the road for me. Listen. Dun, 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 dun. It's a great song. And he won a Grammy too. Um, he's always been, I think, an underrated artist. He's a good songwriter, great live performer. I've seen him live. He's great. And Springfield, I think there's always been the name for the confusion with Springsteen, Bruce Springsteen, Rick Springfield, you know? But in his own right, doing what he's doing, making pop music, some people might call it bubblegum back in the day. But Rick Springfield can rock. And we got to appreciate him while he's still, right? Another Aussie. How many great artists have come from Australia? The Bee Gees, Olivia Newton-John, right? There's a ton of them when you think of it. So, happy birthday, Rick Springfield. Okay, what are we going to talk about today? I got some things I want to mention. Hey, did you notice that the oldest person in the world had a birthday? Speaking of birthdays, the oldest person in the world had a birthday. She lives in England, somewhere in England, small town in England. She turned 116 years old, the oldest person in the world. And before her, there was a lady in France who died 6 months ago or so, 121. So this lady now has the record, 116 and still going strong. And they asked her, they said, she's not giving interviews anymore. She deserves the rest too. But they asked her a few years ago. I think when she turned the mere age of 110, the spring chicken she was. They asked her, what can you attribute to your long life, your longevity? And her basic answer was she didn't worry about anything. Stress, no stress. She let things roll off her back. She just did not worry, and she attributes that to helping her get to her old age. So I think it's a good thing, don't worry about stuff, because stress is the invisible killer. It can really mentally wear you down and physically too. So Katie and Coco. Whether they'll stop in here and make a guest appearance, who knows? The dogs rule the house. We just live here. Anyway, what else is going on? Oh, did you hear about what's going on in Philadelphia today? Well, there's a ball game at 6 o'clock. Phillies are playing the Nationals again. Phillies lost last night in the ninth inning. Who knew? Durant came in to save the game and it blew it. But, he's not going to be old every time. Out of like 100 games that he saved in his career, 100 chances, he saved like 90. That's not a bad percentage. So he had a bad night. Nationals came back and Phillies can get him tonight, get him tomorrow. They take the series, right? I'm not with the Phillies. The Phillies are going to be okay. Phillies, I was on with my friend Steve Trevelise, WP Radio, the great Steve Trevelise last night, after the 3 o'clock hour. And we were talking Phillies, and said, I think the Phillies are going to be okay because they have experience. Sure, losing Zach Wheeler was going to hurt. Personally, I don't think he's going to pitch again this year. And I don't think he should. I mean, the man had a blood clot. It wasn't like he had a hangnail. Let the man rest. That seems to be the key phrase of the day. Let them rest. But he should. We're talking about his life, So Phillies, it's going to hurt not having Wheeler, but they have experience. They know what they need to do. Really, they have a good bullpen now. Starters take them Phillies have won 108 games this year. 108 games with the starters going at least 5 innings. That's incredible to me. Think about it. When's the last time you saw a Philly starter get knocked out in the first inning? I can't remember. Right? So Phillies starters have done a good job, and that's what you want. Get the team to the 6th inning or so, and then let the bullpen take over, and you've got the hammer closer now at the end in Durant. So the stars need to step up. Turner, Schwarber, Harper. There you got 2 MVPs and another who very well could be in the MVP. And they're all at the top of the lineup, and they have to show up in the playoffs. That's the bottom line. If your stars don't show up, if your stars don't shine when it counts the most, you're not going to win. Bottom line. So I'm not worried about the Phillies. Hey, you know what else is going on in Philadelphia today? 5 o'clock, a naked bike ride. Yes, indeed. It's the 16th year that they're doing this. 16 years. Can you imagine if somebody started this 16 years ago? Their nakedness must look a lot different now, I'm just saying. Anyway, they are starting out at a certain location in Philly at 5, and they're ending up at the art museum. And maybe all these naked people will all gather around the Rockies. So can you imagine them running up the Rocky steps? Oh, with things like hanging. Oh, Jesus, I wouldn't think about it. What the hell? I don't know how it started. 16 years ago? I was never good at math. 2009. Why? Why did it start then? Who knows? Maybe somebody got on a bike and said, I want to ride naked. And when people joined them, and the thing became an annual tradition. So, anyway, I don't know. But anyway, have fun if you're out there. Watch your break, watch your chain. It's something that gets caught to say. I'm just saying. So, have a good bike ride. Well, it's a beautiful day to ride naked on your bike. And it's a perfect summer day. 84, no humidity, a slight breeze out there. It's really perfect. It can stay this way on, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I get it. Some people like summertime. What are you gonna do? I'm just not for the humidity. I'm looking forward to September weather because it's cool. The nights are cooler. Oh, God, you can sleep with the window open a crack. You get the fresh air. I just love it. I love it. Love it. Okay, now, speaking of music, we're talking about Rick Springfield. I got a list here. I need to put my glasses on for this because I'm old. And I got a list of the worst songs in the history of mankind. Well, not really. I'm not counting like anything before the 60s, because you don't. And I'm not counting anything like now, like from the 2000s on, because I don't want to. This is basically the worst songs of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And we're going to do a little remember when. Now, these songs were voted on, actually, on different sites like Rolling Stone magazine, different music magazines. So let's see what they came up with, huh? And a lot of these songs crossed over, like were talked about on, let's say, Rolling Stone, and then you went to another magazine, Time, Playboy, whatever, and the same song is on the list. So it's really, really suck. I got my own songs, which we're going to cover. All right, this is in no exact order. I just wrote these down as a song. True, Spandau Bird Ballet, or whatever the hell they're called in the 80s. True, I hated this. I hated this. Oh, Billy, Don't Be a Hero. Oh, that was disgusting. I hated that too. That was more of a silly song. Billy, don't be a hero. Don't be a fool with your life. Da 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 da. Now you're probably saying to me, Greg, you hate that song. Why in hell do you know the freaking words? Because it's pounded in your brain when you're listening to the transistor radio and the old AM radio stations. Remember that? And you got like, hey, it's the number one song in Philly. Billy, don't be a hero. I hate it. Okay, what other songs do we hate? I hated this one because it's so freaking depressing. There is fun in seasons in the sun. Some guy named Terry Jacks. Remember him? That's the only song he had, and which is good. If he's putting out garbage like that, don't make any more songs. I think it was Canadian. Not that I used to do anything with it, but Seasons in the Sun sucked. We built this city. We built this city on rockin' Starship. I'll tell you a little story. I actually saw Starship a couple of years ago. They opened up for, again, my friend Richard Marks at the Bloomsburg Fair. Yeah. And I thought they were pretty good. Now, that Grace Slick. They used to be Jefferson Airplane. Remember that? And then they changed their name. They changed their name as many times they changed my underwear. And it's disgusting. Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship. They were known as just Starship, stuff away. But they had we built this city. I'm not going to say it because it sucks, but I think it was that bad. Now this song does so, and it has no meaning. And even the title was made up It was just a stupid song. And it was popular in the 80s. Yeah, I told you, I love 80s music. It has a different vibe than the 60s and 70s. And it's got the synthesizers in it, different, coming off disco. But I liked a lot of the 80s music, but not this song. It was Studio, oh, Phil Collins. God bless Phil Collins. Huh? I understand he's not well now. And he did have some good songs. He was with Genesis, and he did some good songs on his own, but not this one, Studio. And they asked him one time, what the hell is Studio? Is that a girl that you once know? What? And he said, no, it's something I just made up. I couldn't find a word to find the lyric to match the song, and I just said, let's call it Studio, which was stupid. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, another Genesis song called Illegal Alien. I'm not really, I don't know that one really, but apparently it's stupid. Ebony and Ivory. That's where Paul McCartney, God bless his soul, and you know how much I love the Beatles. Paul McCartney got together with Stevie Wonder, and they decided to write a song about black and white, and they equated the black and the white to the keys on the keyboard. They're black and white. And it was terrible. It was terrible. Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony. And it was so saccharine, so maudlin, so sugary. You could rot your teeth. That's how. Oh my God. Paul McCartney, you do better than that. Oh, Jesus. And Stevie Wonder, too. Anyway, anything to do this to make the money. So they got together and they made the money. What else? Oh, stupid song. But this one has to be maybe at the top of my list. Paul Anka. He's still around, buddy. Having my baby, what a lovely way to say how much you love me. Having my baby, what a stupid song. Huh? Oh, God. I don't even know why it existed in the 70s. Paul Anka, the same guy who wrote My Way for Frank Sinatra, the same guy who wrote the theme for The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. I mean, he did write some good stuff in his time. And he wrote Having My Baby? Really? Really? Paul Anka, what the hell are you thinking about? I quickly some more. Oh, they had another Beatles song. Yeah, which I don't agree with. But life goes on. Da 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 da, life goes. I kind of like it. But again, Paul McCartney. What else do we have? MacArthur Park. Richard Harris. MacArthur Park is baking in the sun. The cake is in the rain. Somebody took it in the rain. I don't think that I can bake it because it took too long to make it. Recipe again. Oh no. Anyway, it was a bad song, but it went to #1. I don't get it. What were the people thinking about back in the 60s and 70s? We must have all been drugs. Lady in Red. Oh, Lady in Red. Christabel. Lady in Red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. It was, what do you think about it? It was a popular song in the news. Well, when you think about it, it was really big. Okay, quickly. I know you got things to do. What else do we have here? Oh, don't worry, be happy. It was acoustic. Humming, whistling, all kinds of noises. That was stupid. Kokomo by the Beach Boys. Gariba, Garada, ooh, da da la la da, in Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to. Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. Really? Oh, Jesus. Ice Baby. Is he still living? I don't know. I don't know. A couple more. Achy Breaky Heart by Miley Cyrus's dad. And the the song Beautiful by James somebody. That's post 2000, but it sucked anyway. And do I have one more here? I can't get the damn page. Do you see what happens with it? It happens. It happens. Okay, here it is. One more. One more. No, I lied. No more, no more. You didn't want to hear it then. All right, so those are the worst songs of all time. I could throw in a couple right now. You could probably think of some of the worst songs of all time. If you think of some good ones, drop me in the comments. One of the worst songs I had was Honey. Honey, dog, honey. See the little tree that grows in the bottom. And that sucked. I think he's still in. He's still there. If you watch me, Bobby Goes, no offense intended, but you suck. It's what it was. Every song was depressing. Honey this and honey that. Watch it slowly grow. Uh, I don't even know what the hell I'm saying about it. But it was always a Debbie Down. And then you don't want to invite Bobby Goldspur to party. He could really bring it down, you know. That was always my version. I didn't listen to it. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, yeah. All right, then. So I guess that's enough for today. Hey, Eagles played last night. They won. Final preseason game. Yeah, the real stuff starts in 12. Our Eagles play the Sticky Mountains of Dallas Cowboys. First game, not even the first game of the Eagles season, defending the world championship, but the first game of the entire NFL schedule. Thursday night game, everybody's going to be watching from the link in Philadelphia as we raise our championship banner. Another one goes up into the rafters, and the Cowboys have to sit there and holding. So, 12 days away. I can't wait. But in the meantime, our Phillies are still in first place. And we have to rock and roll with the Phillies because I think they're going to take the division and they're going to go on deep into the playoffs. Hopefully, they're going to get into the World Series again. And they're going to win the World Series this time for me and you and all the little fans. I think it's going to happen. Would I bet on it? No. But I think it's going to happen. All right, everybody, enjoy what's left of the summer. I'll be on next week. We'll talk about Labor Day, being in labor, this, labor. And go Phillies tonight and enjoy whatever you're doing. This beautiful weather, barbecues down the shore, your last fling down the shore. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it because of those 2 days fast. Hey, you know what? Monday, I think a lot of the kids are back to school again, aren't they? I tell you, there's got to be something where you stop time. Maybe like a Twilight Zone episode where you have the stopwatch and you click it and time stops, right? And you could enjoy everything, but maybe more. No, then when you want time to move on, you unclick it and it starts up again, right? Maybe I'll have to write a story. Speaking of stories, don't forget my book is out November the 7th. It's called Stronger Than Bold. And I can't wait to see the cover. That's the next thing that's going to come up, the cover. So you're going to see those. And hopefully it's good. I hope it's good. We'll see. We'll see. It was fun to write it. And I hope you enjoy it. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as the clock chimes on us, he's bringing down the curtain symbolically. That wasn't planned. We're bringing down the curtain on another episode of Unbreakable, the podcast. Thanks for watching. Arrivederci, Roma. See you next time.